winning the Golden Boot, being statistically the best soccer player in the country. You can make an argument for that.
I'll make an argument about it. She's the best in the world. USA women's soccer is the best. They take only the best of the best on that team, and she's on that roster.
I worked really hard to establish myself as a dangerous goal scorer.
That's a difficult touch. She bodies it down to half volley and puts it away.
All these areas are firing at the same time, and I'm just at the peak of my game.
As talking with you and Jeff before it, there's a cool story there where you were the rookie of the year in your first season playing professional soccer. But you were on the bench for half the season, is that right? Or what's the story there?
Yeah, so I got drafted second overall to the North Carolina Courage, who were the reigning champs at the time.
Okay.
And so the team that I was drafted onto was really strong. They had really strong forwards. So it was a deep squad. And so getting drafted there, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, that's cool, but you're not going to play. And I kind of took that as like a challenge, like, okay, well, like, watch me, I will. So I got to the team, super great team, first time ever playing professionally. So like I was a little wobbly at first, you know, like trying to figure out, you know, where I fit, trying to improve my game, catch up with the speed of play and all that kind of stuff. Just worked hard learning from the people around me. Also, you know, listen to the coaches and their advice and like things I can do better at. And just kind of worked hard and waited for an opportunity. And then about a little under halfway through the season, we had two of our starting forwards get hurt. And so I had the opportunity to step up and started and scored my first professional goal that same game.
So what's the story behind that, Braxton, then? Because I've seen, is this a video that I see of you where you're just like freaking out? There's like so many of them. That's probably one of them.
So with the U.S., when I got my first start, I also got my first start and first goal. And that also happened my rookie year. I got my first start and first
Was this
goal,
in like a record amount of time too?
The US,
something like
the
that?
US one was, that's the one that Braxton was freaking out.
That was sick.
From your perspective, what happened, Braxton?
She started. We're all like, okay, she got the opportunity. She just needs to execute, right? Super easy, right?
So easy.
Easy formula.
So easy.
Just get
put the ball in the net.
Just put the ball in the net. I remember kickoff started. We kicked off first, right? Or no?
I think so.
We kicked off, started into a jumbo ball, and the ball's just bouncing up. And the next thing you know, Ashley had a beautiful touch. And then it was your second touch or what? Yeah, second touch right in. Freaking out, shirt off, going crazy.
Well, it was in like 30 seconds or something like that? How many exactly seconds? 23 points. Something under 24 seconds. What was happening in your mind? Like, walk us through that, because I feel like these things happen so fast, it's hard to you're not really making many decisions, you're kind of on reflex mode, but like, what was that like from your perspective?
So I was in, this was was it 2 years ago, Jeff? 2 years ago? No it was 2 years ago. It was November of 2021. We were in Australia for a camp, doing some friendlies, playing some friendlies against Australia. And I actually didn't get the nod that I was going to start the night before in kind of like our meeting. And then a few things happened, and one of our starters had an injury. And so they like called me up and they're like, hey, like, you're going to start tomorrow. And I was kind of like, holy crap, all right. And it was in Australia, the time zone's crazy. So I just like texted Jeff and I was like, hey, just let you know, like, I'm starting tomorrow. And so I kind of like had that night to just kind of like collect my like thoughts and emotions and kind of like realize like, hey, this is what I've been working for. Like, I want this. I know it's scary and it's hard, but like this is what I want. And so like going into that game, I felt like super prepared and just like hungry and ready for the opportunity. And as soon as, you know, we had the kickoff and the ball, like Braxton said, it was kind of just like bouncing around like crazy. And like our style of play with the US team, we're very like attacking style soccer. And so we were going forward, and the ball kind of just like bounced in front of me, and I was like, this is it. And I just luckily, like, you know, had good reactions and reflexes and knew what I was doing and got the ball in the back of the net. And I was just like, holy crap, we still have 90 minutes.
90 minutes. That was your first thought. It's like we still have 90 minutes left. My heart's like beating out of my chest. But it was just a really cool, moment, and like a moment where just like all that hard work and like preparation just like came together. And like you never know when that opportunity is going to come, but I was so grateful for the preparation, because once that opportunity came, I was able to like make the most of it.
Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy.